In previous episodes, we looked at what metacognition is. It goes beyond simply thinking about thinking, as it refers to what we know about learning, as well as what we do about learning. Metacognition is an active process whereby we seek out strategies, monitor our learning, and identify ways to improve. It is a complex concept, and in this episode on metacognition, we are going to look at 5 misconceptions. While it is true that as we mature, we are capable of more and more complex tasks and we also learn to reflect on those tasks, there is no definitive age or cutoff below which metacognition doesn't happen. More and more studies find signs and evidence of metacognition in children as young as a couple of years of age. It doesn't mean that these children are aware of their strategies or that they can report back on them, but they are capable of self-correction and some reflection that count as metacognition. According to Flavel, there are cognitive and metacognitive strategies. Cognitive strategies help us with thinking, while metacognitive strategies help us with monitoring and evaluating our thinking. For example, if a student uses a strategy he or she learned in math to solve an equation, it doesn't count as a metacognitive strategy. They just used that strategy to go about a cognitive task, solving an equation, but they didn't use it to monitor, evaluate, or reflect on their thinking. So not all strategies are metacognitive strategies. There are courses that try to teach students various metacognitive strategies and skills. However, metacognition doesn't exist without cognition. As it is thinking about thinking, the subject of the thinking needs to be articulated. In other words, metacognition requires subject knowledge. This leads us to the next misconception. It is not true that metacognitive strategies automatically cut across domains. A student can be fairly good at monitoring and evaluating their thinking in one subject and rather poor metacognitive thinkers in another subject. Again, it is possible because metacognitive knowledge is linked to subject knowledge. However, improved metacognitive skills are likely to improve a student's overall metacognition. Where does this leave the teacher? Modeling, demonstrating metacognitive strategies, showing students how to select strategies, and so on are an essential part of any teacher's job. Teachers need to take an active role in teaching students about metacognition and planning lessons that allow for metacognition to happen from as early an age as possible. In upcoming episodes, we are going to look at various strategies, types of learners, and other concepts related to metacognition. If you want to know more, come back and go on learning with us about metacognition.